Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's fourth and final video. We're going to have a look at weather for 10 to 14 days for today's final video. Day 10 will take us to the 14th of January, and we'll be able to extend out beyond that with the GFS and ECM ensembles based on a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at CFS V2 at the end of the video. The next 4 weeks gets us to the end of January. I'll get to that for you in a moment. Just say about first video today, the 6 AM UK weather forecast, also release a weekend forecast and the EC42 there for the UK and Ireland. Please check out all of today's videos and content. Thank you so everyone for doing that. So we're going to start off having a look at what's going on with the radar currently. So yes, we've got some light precipitation moving through South Wales and towards the Midlands. I think most of that very light precipitation perhaps evaporating before it reaches the ground, but some areas might be getting snow flurries through there. More definitive precipitation still out in the Atlantic, really just starting to move towards the southwest of Wales, southwestern England. That precipitation will be pushing northeast across England and Wales through this afternoon and this evening overnight tonight, turning increasingly to snow as it does so, and then it will push northwards into Northern Ireland and northern parts of England. Let's have a look at a couple of high-res models from the Weather Outlook. So sorry, everyone. So here we go then. This is our pairs to start us off. So about 3-4 in the afternoon. Again, pretty good representation of the current situation. It's really into the evening that the rain starts to pep up, or precipitation starts to pep up and turns increasingly to heavy snow through Wales, or wintry mix through southwestern England. And then as the evening draws on, when we get to midnight, snowing widely and heavily then across large portions of Wales, the Midlands, even down into the southeast of England as well. That snow beginning to push towards northern parts of England, and you'll notice also snowing heavily through central parts of Ireland as well. On into the early hours of the morning, our pairs wants to keep this of snow for several hours across large portions of England and Wales. Just in the far south and southwest, it starts to turn back to rain through there and through southwest parts of Wales. But you see most of Wales, the Midlands, East Anglia, increasingly towards northern England, snowing heavily at 3 AM. Several hours of persistent and heavy snow. Goodness gracious, even at 6 AM. Still snowing through parts of Wales, Midlands and East Anglia, but increasingly focusing on northern England. Wintry mix for Northern Ireland. Remember, this rain down in the south could be freezing rain as well. That's rain falling onto roads and surfaces. And then through Sunday morning, well, that's when we see the snow turning back to rain through the Midlands, southern England. So especially focused on northern England and also up to southern parts of Scotland then. And then all about wet weather clears away from Sunday to Monday. And then we're into those cold northerly winds bringing snow showers, particularly to the north and to the west. Right, well, that's our pairs looking quite good for snow across many areas later on. What about, should I have a look at icon? We could do that. So we want to go here. I think we want to go there. And then we want to go there. Right, this is how icon is looking then. This is from Germany. A pair from France, of course. The icon from Germany. Again, we see a widespread snow event there by midnight across a large portion of England and Wales, especially through Wales, into the Midlands as well. Rain down in far south, southwest, 3 AM. Snowy still on through much of Wales, Midlands, East Anglia, northern England too. By 6 AM, starting to turn back to rain through the Midlands and central southern Wales. Also some parts of East Anglia. Snow been increasingly focused through northern England, and through Sunday morning the snow really is focused on northern England and the far south of Scotland. Rain elsewhere, and then that wet weather pushes through from Sunday into Monday. We're into those cold northerly winds again then, with snow shower particularly into the north and the west. Just some snow into northern France there, middle of next week, flirting southwest. Sorry again, everyone, that precipitation flirting with south, but generally on the other side of the channel there. Does need watching though, that middle part of the week phase. And then we've got UKV as well. which is looking like this high-res product from the UK Met. So again, we've got the snow coming in across Wales with rain, sleet, maybe freezing rain down the southwest through this afternoon into the evening. Overnight, the snow turns increasingly heavy and persistent through Wales, the Midlands, into eastern parts of England as well. Snow is on for several hours through there. Rain further south, beginning to give freezing rain, ice conditions initially, and then just general rain, I suspect. And then by breakfast time tomorrow, the snow is mostly through North Wales and up into northern England, possibly far south of Scotland as well. And then all that wet weather, rain, and so clears away. And we're left with northerly winds bringing snow showers and cold weather back through the early part of next week. So it's all still on course, basically. It's going to be a significant snow event through many parts of the country, although not lasting very long, except across northern England, southern Scotland, where it stays as snow tomorrow, particularly over high ground. Elsewhere, like a significant snow event this evening and tonight, but back to rain and melting tomorrow. That was the plan from the start, and it's the plan as we come to the end, and we shall see how it all works out and who gets what over the coming hours. Right, CT is now below average. We're currently sitting at 3.6. That is 0.2 of a degree below the 61 to 99 average. That is visual to yesterday, to the 3rd of January. That's come down a lot from New Year's. I think New Year's Day was in the 8th, wasn't we? Now we're down into the 3s. So updates tomorrow, that would have tumbled down into the 2s, I would have thought. And they're going to stay cold for the next week anyway, except for the brief warm incursion that we have coming up tomorrow. So these were GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles. For the next couple of weeks, we're going to Leeds today. The red line is the 30-year upper air temperature actual Leeds with cold average at the moment. Tick up with the warm sector with this area of low pressure quickly being pushed away by the cold temperature coming back. Next week is looking cold. After that, the upper air temperatures are lifting up through into the middle and second half of January. However, I suspect it won't be as warm as that on the surface, because I think a lot of that is associated with high pressure and down on the surface, particularly as we're starting off cold anyway. I suspect we'll be having to think about inversion in the middle and second half of January, which could well produce increasing risk of freezing fog, as well as a continuation of harsh overnight frost. But from an upper air temperature perspective, we sort of have a week of cold weather and then a week of milder upper air temperatures. A lot of precipitation to come, of course, with this area's low pressure this weekend. Rains, freezing rain and snow, all in the mix there. And then looking a little bit showery through the course of next week. There will be some wintry showers around, but nowhere near as unsettled as it will be this weekend. Let's see how Snow Row is looking for Leeds. So plenty of snow coming up over the next couple of days through there, and maybe a little bit into next week as well. Sheffield looks like that, and Nottingham looks like that. There is going to be snow around. And sorry, once again. Right, temperature anomalies from the 4th to 12th of January. Colder than average. Really a significantly cold average week to come. Actually, with some areas 4 to 6 degrees below average. Blimey. Precipitation anomalies from the 4th to the 12th of January. So dry than average through west and southwest Scotland and Ireland. Wetter than average through more eastern areas. I suspect we will see these precipitation anomaly charts going drier than average once this weekend is out of the way. Latest weather map from earthnullschool.net shows trouble lurking. Low pressure is out in the Atlantic. Cold air ahead of it, with those easterly winds and milder air behind it, with those southwesterly winds. Weather front is through there. Show looking cold and wintry this weekend, but drag this down, you can see that on the southern side of that low, the air does originate from a long way south. The air's actually coming up from the Canary Islands on the southern side of that low. So just very briefly tomorrow, it's really mild in the south. But that will all be gone by the start of next week. This hour chart data is looking for UK Met Euro run for midnight on Tuesday, back into those cold northerly winds, and then staying cold through next week winds continuing from the north. Only keep a little eye on this low here. Looks like it's going to pass into France. Won't bring any snow to the south midweek, but we need to keep an eye on that anyway. But otherwise, mostly dry and cold, perhaps a little bit milder for more western areas, with both southwesterly winds by next Saturday. It's a long way off though. Icon again, bring wind in from the north on Tuesday. Cold and wintry then through next week as well. And Icon is trying to reach a high pressure up to Scandinavia there. That's next Saturday. So milder for more western, northwestern areas next Saturday. Still cold though for most parts of the country. As I say, the high pressure is trying to ridge up to Scandinavia and shift the wind around to an easterly there. This is how the KMA is looking. All pretty much of a muchness for next week. The low pressure there passing just to our south. Might bring a little bit of snow onto the south coast, but otherwise most of the precipitation about going into France. Cold and wintry then throughout next week. Next weekend turning milder. Winds switching around to southwest, becoming very mild actually, through around days 9 and 10. That southwesterly flow. That's how you end up with KMA 16th of January. Very mild by then. High pressure back to France, wafting up wind from the Azores. That's back to the pattern that we had in December. I remember GFS midnight run again has those cold northerly winds on Tuesday, persisting, staying cold then through next week as well. High pressure sort of sitting over country next weekend, keeping things cold and frosty, trying to ridge it up to Scandinavia as well. Next weekend, not really successfully doing so. So today 10, just high pressure over country, cold, potentially very cold and really quite frosty as well. And that high pressure remains close to us, even into extended range. So we're really going to town on high pressure, all the way up to the 20th of January. And, lots and lots of frost and probably freezing fog with teething gab to come with that. Gracious GFS 6 set, northerly winds on Tuesday, low pressure just passing to our southerly Wednesday and Thursday, but otherwise cold throughout next week. That's next weekend. Saturday still cold then, Sunday still cold, also in that area of high pressure, prolonged cold spell, certainly from a frost and fog perspective, maybe a bit milder for the far north and west by Tuesday, 14th of January, but still cold for much of England and Wales with sharp frost and probably increasing risk of freezing fog getting going with that as well. The high pressure fest goes on and on and on. Eventually we end up a little bit milder though, with winds coming up more a southwesterly direction. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe. And show everyone for doing that. Why not drop a comment? Let us know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. Don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Get them to subscribe too. Thanks so everyone for doing that. We need to put on around 70 subscribers to get to 19.4k. So if you could give us a sub, be absolutely awesome. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. And hope you're having a lovely Saturday as well. I hope you're keeping yourself warm in this cold weather. Please look after your elderly relatives and neighbours. Make sure they're keeping warm and having plenty of hot food as well during this freezing cold weather. Let's all rally round and look after one another. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, GM wins in from the north again on Tuesday. Cold and wintry. Now, GM bring that low pressure a little bit more towards the south coast there, Wednesday to Thursday. So the GM does suggest a chance of some snow coming into the south and the southeast. Remember, most of the other model output has that low going through northern France, so it's unlikely to verify it's an outlier, statistically compared to all of the other model output. But it showed the potential that there is through second half of next week, and that's why we need to keep an eye on what that low's doing. After that, we get into next weekend, so a bit milder in the west, but also trying to set up a Scandinavian high. We end up actually with a ridge from Scandinavia. Well, actually, the ridge is like from, quite interesting, the ridge is from the Siberian high, actually, just here into western Russia, pushing through Scandinavia and down into the UK and Ireland. That was just keep it cold. We keep weather cold there all the way up to daytime, away from the far west and northwest anyway, with lots and lots of overnight frost, probably freezing fog and all of that sort of thing. That's how we end up with the gem. Doesn't look a particularly cold chart, but that is quite cold, I think, and, you know, really quite frosty, and maybe freezing fog with that as well. And then the ECM rounding it all off. Winds remain from the north on Tuesday, cold and wintry throughout next week. Again, the ECM has that low into France, not into southern England, but we need to keep an eye on it. Staying cold up to Friday. Into next weekend, high pressure builds over to the east country. Keeps the east, I would have thought, cold right way through next weekend. The west might turn a little bit less cold for a while. And that's how long as we get to day 10. Still on about big of high pressure. Mostly dry, cold and frosty in the south. Probably a bit milder for Scotland and Ireland. Let's see what the ECM does, but any more extended range, which I don't actually have up. So what I can do is go, and we shall go down to ECM, and we'll go to bed. I keep forgetting, but we extend out with the ECM now. So there we go. High pressure vest maintained there. With the ECM, and having a bit of a go actually, getting the higher press 20 for January, having a bit of a go up to 324 hours, to 318 hours. There we go. Have a bit of a go at getting the high pressure further northwards. Why don't we go to 2? See what the extended ECM does about right to the very end. It's all falling apart a little bit, hasn't it? Never mind. Okay, so ECM in very extended. Oh, we don't have that. What's gone wrong there? I want to go there. Okay, right, here we go. High pressure. No, it is trying to get the high pressure towards Greenland. Look at that. In the very extended, having a go at pushing the heights back up to Greenland and bring down cold northerly winds again. So off and running we go by the 18th, 19th January into another cold northerly blast. That would see us into a significantly cold and average January, I think, because that would suggest like at least another 5 days, maybe another week of cold weather beyond that. So I reckon that seals us into a very significant cold and average January if it was to verify. It's a long way out, 360 hours. So, you know, it's unlikely to verify, I guess, but we shall see. This is a precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from Tibet.com out to 40 hours with snow pushing across the country, significant snow places tonight and into the morning, rain down the south tomorrow. Very heavy snow through northern parts of England, southern Scotland, rain further south. It all gets out of the way by Monday. They've got these snow showers coming in from the north, particularly into the prone areas, and then some rain and snow just flood the extreme south there later on in the week. But most of the precipitation with that is going through France. Beyond that, a little bit of snow into Wales, southwestern England there towards next weekend. But basically, high pressure takes over, turns us mostly dry. Right, these are the options on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10 from the Icelandic Met Office, getting us to the 14th of January. 21 members of the ECM ensembles with high pressure building through the country, bringing a lot of dry weather with it. And we've got 11 with high pressure again in control. We've got 10 with high pressure a bit further northwards. That's slightly more of an easterly flow with that. And then we've got 9 with high pressure to the south-southwest. And so that might be the mildest of the options. But all the options involving high pressure, they all suggest like frost anyway, I think. Up to day 10 there. And then into time, these are the options that we've got. It gets us to the 19th of January, 13 members of the ECM ensemble still with high pressure over top country. We've got 11 with high pressure to the north and the northwest. So around that, we bring the wind in from a colder northerly or northeast direction. 10 with high pressure more to the south and low pressure to the north. That brings up a west-southwesterly. 8 with high pressure over Scandinavia. That could bring in quite a cold easterly. 6 drawing up a southwesterly. That's going to be mild. And 3 with high pressure focus towards green, low pressure through there. And that brings the wind in for cold northeasterly direction. So high pressure domination, probably frost and fog at day 10. And then in 2 weeks' time, we have a lot of different options, all involving the placement of high pressure. We could have a go at another cold blast class, or we could turn things milder. We'll see. CFS V2, and then we're done. Means a 500 millibar height anomaly is broken down into weekly periods. The first week period taking us from the 4th to the 10th of January. But next week, cold through the northwest Europe with blocky around Greenland. So cold and wintry. In the week ahead, week 2 will be the 11th to the 17th of January. High pressure through the west of Europe. That's trying to go a bit milder, especially for more northern and western areas. Week 3 is definitively milder. The 18th, 24th of January, low pressure up here, high pressure is down there, winds coming up from west-southwesterly direction. And then finally, week 4 keeps it mild. It's the 25th to the 31st of January, high pressure to the south, low pressure to the north, winds coming up from the southwest. That's kind of what we're expecting for this January. Cold first half, mild second half. Should come out with close average temperatures in the end, but we shall see. Time will tell. Right, we're done. If you have enjoyed the video, please can you like, share and subscribe. Thanks so much everyone for doing that. Why not drop a comment and let us know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. And don't forget to tell your friends. Blimey, it's dark, isn't it? Don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Get them to subscribe to. And we thank you so much everyone for doing that for us. Thank you so much everyone. Right, just tell us how we're on the channel tomorrow. We're going to have a 6 AM UK weather forecast. Probably be a 10 to 14 day early to mid-afternoon, and then in the evening, 6 PM, we're going to be live doing a looking at 12Z and doing Ensembles watch as well. So it's going to be another epic day of content coming up tomorrow. Keep showing back to the channel for more. For this one though, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Try and stay warm. Stay safe if you're out in the snow and the ice later. And if you want the snow and you get it, then enjoy it. We don't get it very often in this country, as we know. So if you do get a little bit of snow later, then you enjoy it. For this one, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.